Welcome, here I've got ZTE Blade V8 Lite and I'm gonna show you how to use the camera pro mode at this device. So let's start by tapping on the camera button to open it, and for now we are on standard photo mode. Here we have to simply slide to the left to get access to more modes of this camera, and one of them, when we slide a little bit down, is manual, so our pro. Let's pick it. Here we are. This mode gives us possibilities to choose some shooting parameters by ourselves. This is useful when we want to learn photographic skills or making experiments with photography. So let me start with this line that shows us at the center. Here in the Pro mode we get access to this leveler, and this is useful when we want to be sure that we hold our device steady when we want to take straight picture. So this is kind of a pro feature here. Now we have to simply tap on this button on the manual settings bar to get access to more options, and as you can see we have a few sliders. So let me start with the first one. This is the exposure compensation, so we can manage the light of our picture, and as you can see we can make it more bright by going to the right, or more dark by going to the left. At the center we have 0 parameters, so there's no problem to go back to auto settings with that. Now let's move to the second slider, the ISO. Here we can manage the camera's sensitivity to light. We can make it less sensitive from 100 and more sensitive to 1/6000 of it. So this is wide spectrum like this kind of camera, and it's really pro. And of course at the beginning of the slider we have auto settings, so there's no problem to go back to the auto feature with that. Now let's move to the next one slider, the white balance. Here we can manage the temperature of our picture, and it depends from the light we have in the area where we take a photo. So we can pick here the incandescent light, and as you can see we have more blue picture. We can pick also the daylight, the fluorescent light, and the cloudy light. When we go to the right we can make our picture more warm, and of course to go back to auto white balance we have to slide again to the beginning to the left of this slider. Now let's move to the next one option. Here to unlock this and get access to manual we have to simply tap on this button under auto, and we can manage now the focusing of our picture, as you can see. So we can stay on manual focus or tap again to this button to turn on the auto one. And then last one slider here allow us to change the speed of our taking picture. So of course to turn it on and get access to manual managing this we have to tap to this button, as you can see, and we can change speed between 1 and 1,000 of second. So this is really short time of taking photo, and this should be definitely better to objects that are, for example, in move, to frozen them at the picture. When we go to the right we can make it much longer, and the longest here is 1 3 seconds, and it should be definitely better to objects that are stable. And of course we can easily go back to auto shutter speed by tapping now on this button from the left. And this is how to use these settings. Now let me change them to take a picture, so maybe a little bit brighter here. Let's stay on incandescent light with white balance. The ISO maybe 200, and focusing let's stay on auto. Let me change also the shutter speed maybe to this one. To see my photo let's move to the right corner at the bottom to the gallery, and this is how it looks like. Of course it's not perfect. I suggest you to making experiments with all of these settings and just have a good fun. And that's all. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.